NASA's Traces mission scrubbed. What happened? A power outage caused a last-minute delay for NASA's Traces mission, sparking intrigue and curiosity among space enthusiasts. But here's where it gets controversial. The cause of the delay was a regional power outage, which disrupted air traffic control and created a no-go situation for the launch. The mission, a collaborative effort with SpaceX, was set to launch 9 satellites, including NASA's Traces, on a Falcon 9 rocket. However, just 45 seconds before liftoff, the SpaceX launch director called for a hold due to airspace concerns. SpaceX later clarified that the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, had identified a power issue as the culprit. An FAA spokesperson explained that a regional power outage in the Santa Barbara area disrupted telecommunications at the Los Angeles Air Route Traffic Control Center, which manages air traffic over the Pacific Ocean. This disruption led to the postponement of the launch to ensure the safety of air travelers. When the Traces mission finally takes off, it will study the complex interplay between the solar wind and Earth's magnetosphere. The twin satellites, known as Traces, will embark on a 1-year mission following a month-long commissioning period. These identical octagonal satellites, each weighing less than 440 pounds, will fly in a sun-synchronous, low-Earth orbit, repeatedly passing through regions known as cusps. Traces aims to observe how quickly reconnection, the process where the solar wind from the sun reaches Earth's magnetosphere and shoots directly into the atmosphere, changes and evolves. This phenomenon, also known as magnetic reconnection, is responsible for beautiful natural occurrences like the Northern Lights, but it can also have negative impacts, such as causing accelerated aging in electrical pipelines and disrupting GPS systems. Traces follows in the footsteps of the TRICE-2 mission, building upon its legacy with a more advanced approach. The mission's unique design involves 2 satellites orbiting close to each other, passing the same point on Earth within seconds, providing valuable data for scientific analysis. The Traces mission is part of NASA's Small Explorers SMEX program, with a mission cost of $170 million. The spacecraft were built by Millennium Space Systems, now a Boeing company, and the mission is led by the University of Iowa, with NASA's Heliophysics Explorers Program Office managing the project. Each satellite carries 6 specialized instruments, including the Analyzer for Cusp Electrons, ACE, and the Analyzer for Cusp Ions, ACI, which measure the movement of electrons and ions in the local plasma. The Magnetometers for Innovation and Capability, MATIC, team is also on board, building fluxgate magnetometers from scratch and testing new designs for future space missions. Traces is not alone on this mission. It is joined by 9 other satellites from various organizations, including NASA-funded missions, an ESA mission, and an Australian company promising air traffic control from space. These additional payloads include the Athena Epic Smallsat, the PECT Experimental Terminal, and the Real CubeSat, each with its own unique objectives and contributions to space exploration and communication. The Falcon 9 rocket will also carry the LIDE and Skycraft 4 missions, with the latter aiming to establish a space-based air traffic management ATN system. As we await the rescheduled launch, the question arises, could this power outage induced delay have been avoided? And what does it mean for the future of space exploration and our reliance on critical infrastructure? These are questions that space enthusiasts and experts alike will be discussing and debating in the comments below. Feel free to share your thoughts and join the conversation. Falcon 9 launches NASA Traces mission. SpaceX rocket deploys space-side satellites. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket blasts off, carrying NASA's Traces mission and other small satellites. In an awe-inspiring display of technological prowess, SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket successfully launched NASA's Traces space science mission, along with several other small satellites, on July 23rd from Las Vegas. The mission, which had been delayed by 1 day, finally took to the skies, captivating audiences around the world. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. This launch is not just about the Traces mission. In fact, the Falcon 9 rocket carried several other small satellites, each with its own unique purpose and objectives. This multi-payload launch is a testament to the growing demand for accessible and efficient space exploration. The Traces mission, which stands for Tandem Reconnection and Cussed Electrodynamics Reconnaissance Satellites, aims to study the Earth's magnetic fields and how they interact with the solar wind. By gaining a deeper understanding of these interactions, scientists hope to better predict and mitigate the effects of space weather on our planet. And this is the part most people miss. The Falcon 9 rocket's first stage successfully landed back on Earth, marking another milestone in SpaceX's ongoing efforts to develop reusable rocket technology. This achievement not only reduces the cost of space exploration, but also paves the way for more frequent and sustainable missions in the future. As we celebrate the success of this launch, it's worth considering the implications of private companies like SpaceX taking on increasingly significant roles in space exploration. Is this a positive development that will accelerate innovation and discovery, or does it raise concerns about the commercialization and privatization of space? We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. SpaceX launch alert. Sonic boom expected in Southern California on Tuesday. Get ready for a sonic boom that could shake the skies of Southern California. On Tuesday morning, a SpaceX launch is set to take place, and officials are warning residents that they might hear a loud sonic boom as the rocket's first stage lands back on Earth. But here's where it gets interesting. The boom won't be a guarantee, and its intensity will depend on the weather and other conditions. The Falcon 9 launch, which is scheduled to take off at 11:13 a.m. PDT from Vandenberg Space Force Base's Space Launch Complex 4 East, is part of NASA's TRACES mission. This mission aims to help scientists understand the mysterious world of magnetic reconnection and its effects on our atmosphere. But what exactly is magnetic reconnection, you might ask? Simply put, it's a phenomenon that occurs when magnetic fields in space interact with each other, causing a release of energy that can impact our planet's weather. And this is the part most people miss. The weather in space can have a significant impact on the weather on Earth. By studying magnetic reconnection, scientists hope to gain a better understanding of how these interactions affect our climate. The TRACES mission will involve launching 2 satellites that will work in tandem to study the reconnection process. And while the launch itself is exciting, it's the potential sonic boom that's got everyone talking. So what can residents of Southern California expect to hear? According to SpaceX, the sonic boom will occur about 8 minutes after liftoff, when the rocket's first stage lands on SpaceX's Landing Zone 4 at Vandenberg Space Force Base. However, the intensity of the boom will depend on the weather conditions, so it's hard to predict exactly what residents will experience. This isn't the first time a SpaceX launch has caused a sonic boom in Southern California. In May, a similar boom shook the region as SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft re-entered Earth's atmosphere. So, if you're in the area, be sure to keep your ears open on Tuesday morning. You might just hear a sonic boom that will leave you feeling like you're in the midst of a sci-fi movie. And this is where we want to hear from you. Do you think the potential sonic boom is a cause for concern, or is it just a minor side effect of space exploration? Share your thoughts in the comments below.